Hi everyone, this is the Barely News Crew, and today we have a very special episode for you. It's in honor of our classmate and friend Martin Garza. On the January 6th, it was a year that he passed away. We lost him to gang violence, and he had no affiliation with gangs, but yeah, here we are. You know, a year later, it doesn't even feel like a year.
Actually, this is the first year anniversary of that. We were also in the interview, we were discussing his life and what he meant to her and to all of us, and also that it was because of Martin that the MAG Association was created, and it also is their first anniversary and all the stuff that they have planned.
And if you're
MAG stands for Mothers and Men Against Gangs. They are a foundation that promotes peace and anti-bullying and just unity in the community. And it's a really great organization that has brought our community together, and I feel like we're closer than ever now.
To the family, the family and the organization of what it means to be part of MAG, and also to correlate these two different beings together. MAG Associate, yes.
Who knew that a family in just one tragic event can put the life into broadly back and all of
It really has meant a lot to the community. MAG Association was created, it was inspired by Martin, and it really, when you think about it, I think Mrs. Garza pointed it out, that it had a lot to do with who Martin was as a person. Everyone understood, whoever knew him, as a friend, family member. He was the kind of person who would always stick up for people, and he was against violence. He was against all those negative qualities that we have as people. And I think all of us, we all knew Martin, and we all mourned for his loss.
Mrs. Garza said that he was the advocate.
In all of our different ways. And yes, he is and always has been an advocate. Like for you, just a specific example, I think he showed up at your party.
Yeah.
What is that?
We were lacking some people at my party, and it was kind of small, and so we called him up, and he came over right away, and he made it really fun. Also, when we were getting together in groups for English class, I was very shy. It was the beginning of the semester of the year, and I was very shy. Even though I knew everyone in the class, I still really didn't talk to very many people. And he was in my group, and he made me feel very comfortable in the group, and I was able to feel comfortable in my group. And we worked together. It was really nice.
I met him in the 5th grade. He was a very spry fellow. He was very, very jumpy, very, energetic, and I like that quality about him. He coming from a fellow energetic person, he said, you're a weird kid. I like that. And
That's Martin.
Thanks, he's brutally honest. He's brutally honest. And I like that quality about him. How about you?
Martin, for personal reasons like we're sharing right now, has always been someone very important to me. I think if I can recall correctly, I met him in 2nd grade, believe it or not. It was Oakley Elementary School, and 2nd grade class with Mr. Ed Lemur. And honest with you, the people in that classroom, I still remember today. It was a very, very special occasion to be there with all those people. But Martin has been one of those people who have always stuck through, that you can't really forget. I've had it for classes in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. And at that point, I wasn't very socially open as I am right now. I didn't have nearly as many, if any, friends. And from personal experience, by seeing his actions as to the true person that he is, because he does continue to live on through all of us who know Martin. His memory, his very being lives on through all of us. He is probably the most outstanding, beautiful, loving human beings I've ever met, for what he did for me. With what little people I had as friends, he was the one that always approached me, and he talked to me, he conversed with me, and he didn't mind. He loved to do that. And to anyone who didn't want to be associated with me, he would always stick up for me.
he's a very accepting fellow. I mean, it didn't matter, the skin color. It didn't matter your sexuality. It didn't matter your education background. He was a very loving guy. He was a very loving guy. He took everybody, with a grain of salt, and just said, hey everybody, I care about you. I mean, we may not be, friends, but I care about you, and that's the kind of person he was. That act of charity, which is so greatly represented in the MAG coalition and throughout everything that Mrs. Garza is doing, which God bless that lady's heart for keeping her son's memory alive through something positive. Many people, take it, go down the dark route and, go into alcohol or anything like that. No, she turned something that was very tragic in her life and she transferred that into something very, very positive, not only for herself, but for the community. Do you remember that the first candlelight vigil?
Yes.
Remember how many people were packed in that arena?
There was the outpouring amount of emotion on that candlelight vigil was just, oh my goodness, God. I mean, we attended that with Nettie, the three of us, and Giselle and someone else separately, but that was such a devastating thing to experience.
I mean, it practically all of our class was there to pay respect. I mean, there were some people that you haven't seen in years, unfortunately, that were there. I mean, it's just that's how far apart we were before Martin happened.
He is very much still with us. He is our family. He, more than any other one of our classmates, made our class of 2013 what it is. He is the heart and soul of who we are. It is important for not only us, but for everyone who knows him. It is our job to keep his memory alive because he continues to live through all of us. By every candlelight visual that happens, we just happen to have one. And I had the pleasure of speaking at the event. Don't get me wrong, I was very nervous about that, but I got up there and I spoke in front of all those people and I said what I had to say, that Martin was my friend. I miss him. I love him, and never, ever will I forget about him because he, more than a lot of people, made me who I am today. And, we're going to be having these visuals year after year, and it's just going to be, every year it gets bigger. What did you feel about the ceremony that happened this past week on Monday?
But
as a whole.
It was beautiful. A lot of people, it was a very emotional
It was more
moment.
beautiful than sad like last year.
I mean, because you were in a time of tragedy, but now it is in a time of hope and light, and I remember walking. I saw a bunch of bags, not knowing that it was the candles, and I'm like, what is that? And then coming to see that, standing on the top of the bleachers. And you see the big old peace sign, and I think that is a bit, and you can see it from heaven, kind of thing. And it's just very symbolic and very, very uplifting and heartwarming. That's the message we couldn't take.
And even for someone like me, who didn't have any friends, and I'm telling you, not even one friend in elementary school, I saw how he treated people. I saw the love he had for people. It was because of him that I have so many friends that I have today. And I have friends that actually care about me, and I know that for a fact. Martin will always live on us, and I think I speak for all of us when we thank Mrs. Garza for our personal MAG pins. Thank you for everything. Any last words, guys?
Just thank you for the patches that you've given me. They are very special to me, and for everything that you've done for us in the community.
Yeah, thank you very much, Garzas. We love you all.
From everyone here at the Barely News Crew and from the community of Raleigh, California, thank you very much, and we will see you next time.